Bro, think, boys. Sneaky Golem at the bridge? Because what if his answers? He has Royal recruits. Wait, Sneaky Golem at the back. No! Sneaky Golem Expo? It kinda works, honestly.
It's worth noting that before we begin the fun, I'm definitely now on Jynzxi's hit list. My last video on his questionable Clash Royale skills garnered the attention of his multi-channel network and was cut down in its prime.
You're mad? How are you mad? Now I'm mad!
For those who don't know, Jynzxi's associated pretty publicly with an MCN, that's multi-channel network, called Infinity. This MCN offers a few services, with one of the starring ones being their Shield, which is, according to them, a comprehensive, customizable copyright enforcement solution. I tried to learn more about this, but it seems like this is where the public information on the feature ends, as you have to sign up to know more. The product description just says that you can earn from re-uploads of your videos, so I can only surmise that they use AI or manual review to find, flag, and copyright takedown videos containing the original creator's gameplay, so they can profit from all the revenue. Unfortunately for them though, I don't make money off of this, so they're not getting any from me. I tried to do more research into the network, but they have a staggering lack of information around them. The only real social media page they have is a YouTube channel with 7 subscribers and 1 video. Well, don't worry, Infinity, I make number 8. Keep uploading, buddy. I'm sure one day you'll be as popular as me. Anyway, I filed a counter notification, a legally binding request that essentially tells the claimant to sue me if they really believe I did something wrong. I obviously didn't do anything wrong, and my entire video falls under fair use, along with this one, for purposes of commentary and criticism. So, if you're watching this, the situation has been resolved. Alright, let's get into the real video. Before we get started with the Clash Royale analysis, I wanted to quickly remind you guys how Jynzxi reacts when he sees suboptimal gameplay in a game he knows a lot about.
Just be like, yo, the window that Avid's standing right next to. Also, Avid, why are you sitting on a mother***ing drone? Avid, shut the up. Avid, if we know Warden's about to run out, what are we droning? Let's get rid of Warden first off, okay? Jay, learn how to call out. There's 3 windows. Avid, you were the... Okay, then it's Charlie. Charlie, what the fuck are you droning, Charlie? Let's get rid of the Warden first and foremost.
Jynzxi gets, really angry in this clip. He's playing with fellow champion level players, and he obviously holds people to high standards when they're high level players. Using this logic, if he wants to pretend that he's a high level player that knows a lot about Clash Royale, his community and anybody else is open to criticize him the same way that he criticizes his teammates here. Just wanted to put that out there. Anyways, he's posted a few more Clash Royale videos since me and him last hung out, including part 1 of a pay-to-win series. Geez, Jynzxi, first of all, maybe you should finish your other series that you just started. Second of all, I'm pretty sure you already do this challenge every day on your main account. It's admittedly a little hard to gauge how long it takes somebody to earn an elite card legit, but I can tell you right now there is literally no way a guy who recently got back into the game about a month ago has any more than 1, let alone evolutions for every card in the game. This guy has already dropped hundreds, potentially even thousands of dollars on the game, where the average player might spend $10 here and there. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Sneaky Golem Challenge video. It's the only recently uploaded Clash Royale video he has where he's actually playing the game and playing in a tournament, so we should see some fair matchups. If you don't know what a Sneaky Golem is, the idea is that you hide the Golem card by playing a few minutes without using it. Then, when your opponent has gotten used to the flow of combat, You surprise them with the card and capitalize on the switch up, which should result in you taking the tower or maybe even winning the game altogether. So despite titling the video like this is a challenge, he's really just playing a few rounds of a unique strategy.
Golem in a Lava Hound deck. Come on, come on. Can we make it 4? Good luck, Ricardo.
Jynzxi sells the entire match before the game even starts by playing the worst deck I've ever seen in my entire life. Usually I'd assume that he's playing this kind of deck to clip farm, but his little giggle kind of gives me the impression that he genuinely thinks he's about to mess somebody up with it. I'm not a Clash Royale expert or anything, but when you're running expensive cards like Lava Hound and Golem, you usually don't want to back it up with only 4 or 5 elixir cards, since you will have almost no flexibility whatsoever to deal with smaller threats without overspending.
Because we're going to fireball to push this. He's cooked. That should be tower. Because look, Dagger Duchess wore off unless he has arrows. That's tower. Guys, he had to... Wait, now we go Valkyrie Balloon. Nah, but Balloon's not even necessary. We should start going for the other tower. That's tower down, let's go! Come on.
Don't worry, I saved you from his sonic screech attack there. You're welcome. Anyways, Jynzxi, like usual, is getting just a little bit ahead of himself. Flipping his lid like he's a pilgrim in the 1600s that just saw a witch, just because he traded towers with somebody. His tower is at 400 HP and he captured his opponent's tower because they weren't aware of Jynzxi's deck yet. Going into the next cycle of the match, you'll find that once his opponent is aware of his deck, there's going to be a switch up in gameplay. Right off the bat, Ricardo, Jynzxi's opponent, plays Bandit at the bridge, recognizing that Jynzxi's only ground defense card is Valkyrie, who was just played in the right lane a moment earlier to defend 2 barbarians. A high-level player would recognize the value in keeping Valkyrie in their hand when their opponent has Royal Ghost and Bandit in cycle, but Jynzxi remains caveman-brained and doesn't adapt to his opponent at all.
We might have a window of opportunity to Golem the Pocket right now. If I Golem the Pocket, what does he have? What does he actually have? Genuinely. He just shit himself. I know he just shit.
Clash Royale is a reactive game. You're far more likely to win if you simply sit back, observe how your enemy reacts, and come up with a plan on how to thwart their reaction. Should Jynzxi have known that his opponent had a P.E.K.K.A? No. But he should have known that his opponent lacked air defense after his first push, and he should have played Balloon in the pocket instead, keeping his elixir high and saving the golem for double elixir like you're supposed to.
Not even the P.E.K.K.A can stop this man. Not even the fucking P.E.K.K.A can stop this man.
The P.E.K.K.A stopped it.
Ewis is gonna run in front, we'll let him go. Oh dear God, have to fireball. Oh, just kill the P.E.K.K.A. Kill the P.E.K.K.A, please. No!
When your only high DPS card is Inferno Dragon, and your only ground defense card is Valkyrie, you may find yourself in a situation like this, where a more maneuverable deck would be able to remove the Battle Ram and the Electro Wizard. This deck cannot. Ricardo has Jynzxi's entire playbook at this point, and no amount of money spent in the item shop or having the #1 player telling him what to do can save Jynzxi from the spanking coming his way. He blows his fireball by killing the Battle Ram, but doesn't bother killing the Barbarians too, which obviously really adds up when you let them go. He instead reacts late to a sneaky bandit in the pocket that he couldn't possibly have reacted to in time, using his Valkyrie that could have stopped the barbarians. Luckily for him, he accidentally predicts his opponent's skeleton dragons with his own skeleton dragons, and is able to clean up and defend the push.
It's okay. He's gonna try to go in. Defensive golem? Oh dear God! He's gonna E-Wiz. We need to Evo Valk the E-Wiz. Valk, pull it or something! Valkyrie now! Valkyrie! Wait, if I would have put the Valkyrie up high. Oh.
Jynzxi decides that the best move off the top of his head is to play Evo Valk in the back and pull the Evo Battle Ram into his tower, allowing the Battle Ram to penetrate the tower, costing Jynzxi the game. So, what's honestly going on here? Jynzxi hit Ultimate Champion, the highest rank in the game, but he can't get more than 3 wins in a Grand Challenge while using decks his clanmates sent him. Well, we can only speculate, but after spending more time than I'm comfortable admitting watching Jynzxi gameplay, I think I have the best answer. Jynzxi has spent a lot of money on this game. Like, a lot. Enough that he didn't have to wade through the mid-ladder trenches like most normal players and got a free elevator to the top. Using his influence and popularity on YouTube, he was easily able to get into contact with high-level players like Royale to help him hone his competitive skills. They found a deck Jynzxi had an affinity for, Giant Graveyard, and to Jynxxi's credit, he seems to know the deck inside and out. That's just the thing though. He seems to know a lot about the deck and how to use it, not the wider game, which would explain why he still seems to suck at mid-ladder matches where he's not using his competitive deck. See my other video for more on that. I'd have no problem with any of this if he just owned it and didn't pretend he was a knowledgeable player that feels like he can speak in an informative tone and give his viewers information that he doesn't know to be correct. I feel like most people would appreciate a more honest and authentic approach to this new chapter in his channel, rather than him doing the exact same thing he did with Siege for like 3 years, a game he's actually good at, by the way. His content is getting stale, and for most people an attitude change-up would go a long way. Me personally, I enjoy it when he's not trying to sound smart. For example, his Outlast video, where even though he's still kind of playing it up for the viewers of his reactions, he's not trying to impress anybody and he comes across as much more endearing because of it. You can tell he's just having a good time, and I don't know if this makes sense, he comes across as a YouTuber here instead of an influencer. Anyways, that's about all I have for you. I wasn't planning on making a follow-up video, but following the drama and discussion surrounding part 1, I wanted to revisit the topic because I find it interesting, and if videos about it are being taken down, then it's all the more worth having places to discuss it. I'd consider myself a fan of Jynzxi, and I just want him to do better, so don't send any hate to him. Subscribe or like if you enjoyed the video or learned something new, and I'll see you later, I guess. Bye bye.